question, if I may. I certainly don't have the opinion on what's best if you sixth grade in or out of the middle school model. I absolutely believe you're correct that there's research supporting both. I remember speaking with Dr. Tinkin when he was here about this issue, and he had research on both. But some of the issues I just want to touch on briefly. Sherry, working with you, you're certainly a very effective and outside the box problem solver. And I'm speaking from a budgetary standpoint. We've come up with some creative solutions over the years to different problems. And there were problems at the time. And speaking of Mr. Tague, certainly working with him for so many years, I will tell you that he doesn't speak in absolutes, meaning you cannot build onto the middle school. I would challenge anybody to find a tape where he actually said that. But being part of three ad hoc committees.
He said that at the last meeting.
No. Being part of a couple ad hoc committee meetings, okay? The ad hoc committees, which were diverse groups from this whole community, got together and studied this issue of can you build on to the middle school? Because it seems like a sensible and an obvious solution. And the committees, I'm going by memory now, found a unattractiveness about building onto the middle school for the following reasons. Number one, as you mentioned, there's currently 1,800 students approximately. We just heard that it could go to as high as 2,200. I don't have the projections with me. In the high school, there's currently about 2,600 students. So combined on that corner, that campus corner of the middle school and the high school, you could have over 5,000 students in the next few years. Visualizing what that looks like, that's the size of Rider College when I graduated. It's intimidating, and I think that's what some of the committees and some of the previous superintendents were quick to abandon this concept of leaving the sixth grade in, because pulling a grade level out does bleed that pressure out of the middle school, allow it to function without that congestion, and add on to some of the elementary schools that may be more feasible to handle additions as opposed to a middle school. Some of the other problems with the middle school I recall from the ad hoc process, none of these are my opinion, is some of the core facilities in the school. We talked about the cafeteria, which is one that's absolutely stressed and being managed well under the conditions that it's in. But the hallways, having an assembly in a school with 2,200 middle school students, if you wanted to have everybody together, how would you? And the addition itself would probably be somewhere in the back of the school, which seemingly would conflict with the current transportation drop-off schedule and flow of delivery of students to and from. So, my question